Hello, Pinky. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Pinky. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teachers.
Okay, there you are. How are you?
I am fine. How about you?
I'm fine too. Thank you for asking. Okay, how's the weather in your place right now, Pinky?
It is hot
Hot
and
and
sunny.
sunny. Oh, wow. That's really great because here in my place, it's raining so hard. I'm not sure if you can hear the rain because I'm very close to my window. Okay. But anyway, today we're going to start with the grammar, which are focused with present simple and present continuous. Okay, so in here, we use present simple for the action that regularly happens or action that happens based on our routine or it's like daily routines. Okay, and we have here present continuous. We use it for the actions that happens at the moment and it still continues at the present time. Okay, so these are the structures about present simple and present continuous. So we have here the positive and negative forms. Okay, so if the subject is I, you, we, and they, we use the base form of the verb, like the original form of the verb, just like take. This is for the positive form. But for the negative one, we just put don't. I take photos, you take photos, I don't take photos, they don't take photos. Okay, we call it negative because of the word not. Then we have here the pronouns he, she, or it. This is the time that we add s to the verb. Instead of take, we say he takes photos. For the negative one, we use doesn't, then the base form. He doesn't take photos. Okay, now let me make a sentence using positive and negative form of present simple. Here it is. I walk alone at the supermarket. Okay, now what's your sentence, Pinky?
Uh, she play she plays badminton every day.
Very good. Okay, now let's make a negative sentence. So my sentence is um he runs every morning. Ah no, negative. Negative. He doesn't run every morning. What's your sentence?
Uh, you don't usually go to the park.
Very good. Thank you for that. So those are just the sentences for positive and negative forms. Or in other words, for the positive form, we call it an affirmative sentence. Like this. If your teacher would tell you, okay, Pinky, make a sentence using make a sentence that is affirmative, then that means make a sentence that is positive. Okay. Now, aside from positive and negative, we also have question forms. Okay, so this is also known as interrogative interrogative sentences. Why? Because it is asking a question. And of course, we uses a question mark in forming this sentence. So here we use do for the pronoun I, you, we, and they, plus the main verb of the verb. Then we have does for he, she, or it. Example, do you like uh do you like to walk on your own? Yes, I do. No, I don't. you are asking a question that is answerable by yes or no. Then we also say does. For example, does she play badminton? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Like that. Okay, now Pinky, I want you to make a sentence using do and does.
Uh, do you like do you like playing soccer? And does she clean her room uh every month?
Very good. So all of the questions, I mean, the first question is answerable by yes, I do. No, I don't. And the second question is yes, she
Yes,
does. No, she
yes.
doesn't. Great. Okay. So in here, this is how we can use present simple. I want you to look and read. When can we use present simple, Pinky? We have
Happens regularly and routines. Uh, I play tennis every Tuesday. Is
great.
generally true and permanent at the present time. My brother lives in France. Is a fact are always true. The sun rises in the east.
Very good. Okay, now here, these are the three ways when we can use present simple. If the action happens regularly. Another example, I wake up at 5 a.m. from Mondays to from Mondays to Fridays. Okay, now can you make a present simple that happens regularly?
Uh, I play video games uh, all the time in the week.
Very good. Okay, now we also use it when something is generally true and permanent at the present time. For example, like this, let's make another example. Um, they come from the Philippines. What's your sentence?
Uh, my, my sister lives in Hanoi to study university.
Very good. Okay. Now, next we have here a fact or it is always true. Example. What is a fact? Let me think. But if you have something in mind, feel free to share. Oh, here it is. The water from the mountain falls to the ocean. And that is always a fact. Okay, so what's your sentence?
Uh, the rhino is endangered animals.
Very good. Thank you for that one. Okay. So you are describing the rhinos. Okay, so your sentence is like this. The rhinos is dangerous animals, right? Is this right? This is your sentence, right, Pinky?
Uh, no, the dangerous, uh, oh, not dangerous, is endangered.
Yeah.
Endangered.
Very good. Thank you for that one. Okay, so in here, you are describing the rhinos. Okay, since rhinos, that is plural, so instead of saying is, we use are because the verb to be should always agree with the subject, which is the rhinos. When we say the rhinos, it's more than one, right? So we can say the rhinos are endangered animals. like that. Okay, yes, they are endangered animals. Now, I'm gonna ask you, what is endangered? Is this a verb, or an adjective?
Adjective.
Very good. So I encourage you to make a present simple that uses a verb that is based on a fact and is always true.
But are is a verb. To be
Oh,
verb.
very good. Okay, thank you for reminding me about it, Pinky. Nice. Okay, so Pinky, do you have any question about present simple?
No.
Great. Okay, now let's move on with the present continuous. So same with present simple, we also have three forms to follow: the positive, negative, and question form. So first, if the subject is I, then we use the verb to be, or the linking verb, which is am or I'm, like that. Okay, for the negative one, we say I'm not. Then for you, we or they, we have are. Then for the negative, are not. For he, she, and it, we have is. We also have not for the negative one. For okay, so example, I am working at the moment. You are not working at the moment. He is not working at the moment. Now here we use the gerund verb that ends in ing because the action is happening at the moment and it continues. Okay, now my sentence is, we are learning right now. What's your sentence?
Uh, my teacher is uh telling me about the present continuous now.
Very good. Okay, now what about a negative sentence, Pinky? Okay, example. You are not dancing at this moment.
Um, we are not we are not singing at the moment.
That's right. Very good. But can you hear someone singing at my background?
No.
What about earlier?
Uh, I
Ah,
I I heard someone saying not singing.
just saying something, not singing at all, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, Pinky, if you can hear someone singing at my background, okay, I apologize in advance because my family is having, is celebrating Father's Day. Today is Father's Day in the Philippines, and they are doing karaoke, even though that I'm already in my bedroom. Okay, so please bear with me. It's only for today. Okay, anyway, let's move on. We have here the question forms of present continuous. Same thing, it's also known as interrogative sentence because it asks question. So we have here, am I, are you, are we, are they? Okay, am I working at the moment? Yes, you are. No, you aren't, like that. We also have is. Is she working at the moment? Yes, she is. No, she isn't, like that. Okay. Now, my sentence is, are you listening to the sing are you listening to the song right now?
Uh, no, I don't. No, I am not.
Very good. Okay, now another sentence using is. Okay, look at your mom. Is she cooking at the moment?
No, she isn't.
Very good. Now make a sentence in a question form of present continuous, Pinky.
Uh, are you enjoying the party with your family?
No, I'm not. Why? Because I'm having class right now. Yes, but later on, when I don't have a class, of course, I'm gonna enjoy the party. It's not really like a big party, just a simple celebration for Father's Day. Yeah, do you celebrate Father's Day in your country?
Uh, it depends on each family.
Ah, how about in your family?
No, I don't. No, we don't.
Ah, okay. So what are the holidays that you celebrate in your family, Pinky?
Uh, we celebrate that holiday. Um, only that holiday because and another holiday we only wish wish uh make a wish to to everyone. We don't celebrate.
Ah, yes. Okay, great. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that one. So, what is a Tet holiday? What month do you celebrate it? Is it every January?
Uh, and last January to early February.
Oh, it's like the Spring Festival in Chinese. And it's like
Uh,
a New Year. Not really like New Year, Chinese New Year in the Philippines, right?
yes.
Yes. Oh, so it's like your New Year in Vietnam.
Yes. New Year to the lunar to the moon calendar.
That is right. Very good. Yeah. It's quite similar to Korean and Chinese. Yes, it's just
Uh,
that they have other names with that one. From Chinese, with Chinese, they call it Spring Festival. With you, you call it Tet Holiday. For Korean, they call it Lunar New Year. For us, we call it Chinese New Year because we also have Chinese people in the Philippines.
mm,
And most of them would celebrate it too. Okay, anyway, thank you for sharing that one, Pinky. Let's move on. I want you to look and read. When can we use the present continuous tense?
we can use present continuous to talk about something happening now. They're living with friends while their house is being decorated. A temporary situation which is true now. He's doing his homework in his bedroom. Something happening in the present, but not necessarily at the moment. My sister's studying art.
Very good. Thank you so much for reading this one, Pinky. Now, in here, let's make a sentence using each of the uses of present continuous. First, something that is happening now. Okay, my family is celebrating Father's Day. What's your sentence?
My parents is uh talking to each other in their bedroom.
Very good. Now we also have here a temporary situation which is true now. Okay, example. My sister is cooking at the kitchen.
Uh, I am learning English on my iPad.
Very good. And lastly, something happening in the present but not necessarily at the moment. Okay, example. Um, he is driving the car.
Uh,
Oh no, I'm sorry. Not that one. He's learning to drive a car.
Uh, I am learning to uh, draw more beautifully.
Very good. So it's not happening at the moment, but it is happening in the present time, right?
Yes.
Very good, Pinky. Okay. Now, in here, Pinky, we also have state verbs. So here, when we say state verbs, they're not focused on the action. Okay, but they are more focused on the condition or situation of someone. And they're not usually used with continuous verbs. For example, I prefer apples to oranges. So this person is stating his or her preference when it comes to fruits. Okay, so these are the list of common state verbs. What are those, Pinky? We have
We have agree, appear, believe, depend, hear, hope, know, like, look, love, need, own, possess, prefer, see, seem, smell, suppose, taste, think, understand, want, way, wish.
very good. So which list of common state verbs here are not familiar for you, Pinky?
Uh, I think own, uh, po- own and possess.
All right. So here, they are actually quite the same, own and possess. For example, we use, oh, let me make a sentence using own. She owns this red car. That means, okay, I am telling you that this girl beside me, that is her own red car. It's like we use own to tell what someone possessed or what do they have, like that. Okay. I can also say like, hey, you don't have to worry because I own my mistake. That means I acknowledge my mistake. So we can use the word own in different contexts of the sentence. It just depends to how you're going to use it. And we also have here possess. Okay. So when we use this state verb possess, it's the same thing with own. You use this to state that you have this one. For example, no, not me. The woman, I will just use I instead. I possess a black umbrella. It's like I own a black umbrella. Or I can also say like you possess a lot of money in this world. Like you own a lot of money in this world. Like that. So own and possess are quite similar to each other, Pinky.
Yes.
Yes. Or I can also say like they possess a unique talent. That means they have a unique talent, like that. Okay, so any more question, Pinky?
No.
Great. Okay, now here I will just read it. There are verbs which can be both state verbs and action verbs, but they have a different meaning. Look, we have here, she looks tired. Okay, that means she appears tired in my eyes. When I look at her, I can see that she's tired. Look means appear. Then we also have here, she's looking for her phone. In this sentence, even though that we use looking, it means searching. Yes, she's searching for her phone. That is also looking. Then we have here, he has an apartment. That means he owns an apartment. And lastly, he's having breakfast. That means he's eating breakfast. Okay, so those are just the examples of Verbs that can be used both as a state verb and an action word. Okay? So Pinky, maybe you might wonder, teacher, what's the difference of state verb and an action verb? So when we say state verb, you are just stating your opinion about some situation. Okay, you are expressing your idea, your preference, your like. But when we say action verbs, we are talking about the action like that. Okay, and it has nothing to do with our opinion. State is just purely opinion and ideas of someone or on your own, while action refers to the way we move or what we do, like that. Okay, now in here, there are 5 sentences and 5 extracts in here. I want you to match the extracts from the article 1 to 5 with the uses of the present simple and present continuous from A to E. So number 1 is given. Okay, most teenagers live in flat or houses. That's letter E, something that is generally true. Okay, now, what about number 2, Pinky? Sonia Ruiz is waking up somewhere.
Uh, Sonia Lewis is waking up somewhere. Uh, uh, Something happening at the present moment.
Okay, let me see. Something happening at the present moment, letter D. Dang, da, da, dang. Very good. Okay, now what about here? She regularly sees whales.
Uh, Three is uh three is A.
All right, it's letter A, something that happens regularly. Very good. Because it's pretty obvious because of the word regularly. How about number 4? Her studies are going well.
Four B.
Nice. Okay, and lastly, Sonia loves her boat.
Five is C.
Very good. Wow, perfect, Pinky. So for that one, I'm gonna give you this. Great job. Okay, now Pinky, I want you to complete the email with the present simple or present continuous form of the verbs inside the bracket. Okay, so you base your answer on the verbs that is inside on the bracket. There is one example. Okay, now you don't have to write anymore. Just look and read, and I'll check the answers with you.
Hi David. I'm writing to you from our hotel, right next to the sea. I am sitting in my bedroom right now, which has a big window, and I look out across the waves at a little island. I love it here, and in the evening, I sometimes stay here and watch the sun go down. Every day, we go for a walk along the cliffs. The weather gets hotter. The weather gets hotter every day. It was 35 uh 35
Degrees Celsius.
degrees Celsius yesterday, but we always leave our houses early in the morning while that cool wind from out at sea blows. I have a really good time here, and I don't want to go home. Bye for now, Molly.
Very good. Thank you so much for you reading this email, Pinky. So in here, I will just mark the sentence or the answers in here that you got it correct. So we have has, okay, love, Stay, go, nice, leave. Then we have here this one, correct also. You said I'm having. This is actually having, not leaving. Then I don't want. Okay. So how much score or how many score did you get in here, Pinky? One, two, three. Hold on. I'm confused. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, that is 7 out of
No.
12. Okay, that is
Two
all
and
right.
four.
Yes.
2 and 4.
Oh, you got it right too?
Yes.
Okay. So 2 and 4, 7, 8, 9. Anything else? That's it?
Uh,
What else did you get right?
no. 9 out of
Nothing.
12.
9 and 12, yes. Okay,
9,
that's correct. Yes. 9
9 out
out of
of 12.
12. Very good, Pinky. Okay, so very good, Pinky, because you can easily understand when to use present simple and past continuous tense. So do you have any question about this email?
No.
Great. Okay, do you know now how to write an email using present simple and past continuous? I am in present
Yes.
simple and present continuous.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, now this time, there are words from 1 to 4 that are crumbled. I want you to unscramble them and make a question using present, simple, or continuous tense. So you can add or change words if only that's necessary. Okay, now what's number one?
Number one is, what does habit mean?
Very good. What about number two?
Number two is, does the school bus stop in our street?
Okay, great. How about number three?
Number three is, who, what, what is, uh, the, what is the most TV in our house?
Okay, try again, Pinky.
Who watches TV the most in our house?
That is right. Okay, what about number four?
Um, Teacher, number three, who watches the most TV in our house? In your house? I
That's correct.
answered,
Yeah, I know your answer and I heard it. It's just that I considered it because it's whether in our or in your, it doesn't matter because the structure of the sentence is correct. It doesn't matter if you say your or our. Okay, you can actually ask your mom, like, Mom, who watches the most TV in our house? Or you can also ask me, like, Teacher, who watches the most TV in your house? The only difference is who are you asking? That's it. But that's why I said you got it correct because it doesn't affect the grammar of this sentence. Okay, now what about number four, Pinky?
do you prefer to get up early or late?
Nice. Okay, thank you for that, Pinky. You got it correct. So that is one big star. Now let's move on with part two. Okay, what's number five?
Uh, is everyone talking to their partners at the moment?
Very good. How about number six?
Um, what color clothes that you are wearing today?
One more time, please. What color?
What color clothes you are wearing today?
All right. So that way, you can say, what color of clothes are you wearing today? like that. So we say, are you? Okay, how about number 7?
Who is sitting? Who sits behind us in this lesson?
Nice. How about number 8?
Uh, what do you sometimes forget to do in the morning?
One more time, please.
Uh, what do you sometimes forget to do in the morning?
That is right. Very good. Because you've got 7 out of 8 in here, an almost perfect score. So you still have this. Great job, Pinky. Okay. Now, Pinky, I'm going to ask you this question and let's see how you're going to answer the questions in here. Now, is everyone talking to their parents? No, it doesn't apply to you. Okay, now, what color of clothes are you wearing today, Pinky?
Uh, I am wearing black and white gloves.
Nice. Who is sitting behind you in that room?
Uh, nothing.
Very good. So you can say nobody or no one. Nobody is sitting behind me.
Yes.
Very good. Because when you say nothing, okay, you can say it like this, like, do you have any question? Nothing. I don't have any question. Or do you want anything else? Nothing. Like that. Okay, nobody and nothing are different. Now here, what do you sometimes forget to do in the morning, Pinky?
Uh, I sometimes uh forget to mm, brush my hair in the morning.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you for that one, Pinky. Okay. So, Pinky, thank you for answering my questions. So, in here, I want you to ask and answer the questions from exercise 3. But since I've asked you most of the questions in here, we'll just focus on the first part of it. So I will be the one to ask you a question, then you will answer. Okay, so Pinky, what does habit mean?
It means the action that we do regularly.
Very good. Does the school bus stop in your street, Pinky?
Uh, no, it doesn't.
Nice. Who watches the most TV in your house?
Uh, I watch the most TV in my house.
Great. Do you prefer to get up early or late?
I prefer to get up late
Why?
because get up early is um I think get early is not enough to me. I want to sleep more.
Very good. I feel the same way, Pinky. So just enjoy every moment that you are still a student because when you become an adult, it's a must to get up early so that you will work. Yes. Okay. Anyway, Pinky, it's almost time. So I will just say goodbye to you in advance because before it will end automatically. Okay. But since it's already time, so we'll call it